Hello.
Ivan, how are you?
18, born in 2008, January 12th.
Okay, thank you so much. Are you pro-life?
Yep.
Okay, why?
Oh, yeah, so I'll probably take the position that the embryo is a human. It'd be just some sort of
Yep.
development, yep. So is it going to be the position that the embryo has some sort of human value, but you don't think that value meets a sufficient condition to outweigh the mother's?
I'm not giving you my position, I'm asking about yours. Why do you think the embryo is valuable?
Yeah, I think that it possesses parts and components that are sufficient to identifying what a human is. So, like for example, like we could just
I
take
agree.
what?
It's human. I agree it's human. Okay, why do I care about that? What's relevant about that?
I'm assuming you don't accept the premise that all human beings have equal status.
I don't think you accept that either.
Well, can you expand on that? On what you mean by that?
Yeah, look, I don't think anybody accepts that. Right? Just think about the types of things we care about in humans, or we care about generally speaking, like the ability to suffer, for example. Okay, if you think that embryos and like full-blown adults have equal value, it's unclear why we're more protective of adults than we are of embryos.
Yeah.
Seems like it's because adults have some trait that embryos don't possess that makes them more valuable, like the ability to suffer. So I don't think you agree with that either. I don't think anybody agrees that all human organisms are of equal moral status. Right? But the question is, what is it about human organisms that grants them moral status and applies to embryos?
Yeah, I'd probably say that I wouldn't just base it off of some sort of outside birth part. I'd probably just state off by the fetus possesses human cells. It has a DNA coding that is unique in some order from its growth, and this DNA comes from two biological adults, such as that, except that its fertilization begins at conception. So that's when it's living and it starts forming.
That's all true, and I'm unclear on what about that is valuable.
Yeah, it possesses things only a human can possess, so therefore it's a human, and humans are valuable.
I'm unclear on why. Right, what makes humans valuable that applies to embryos?
Yeah, because they possess components of what makes a human naturally. So they possess a unique DNA.
I know that they're human. Look, I'm not saying that embryos don't possess these traits. I'm asking, okay, just because they're human doesn't tell me anything. What is it that makes humans valuable that applies to embryos?
Wait, repeat the question? My bad.
What is it about humans that makes them valuable that applies to embryos?
Yeah, the thing that makes humans valuable is probably like the fact that they have human cells and
Keep double tapping, chat.
What?
I was asking my chat to keep double tapping. You can continue.
Yeah, so probably because they possess human cells. That's one of the key things we would use to identify just what a human would be. They have a DNA. They have parts of a human depending on which trimester we're talking about. Wait, are you against third trimester?
All
like 30
humans.
weeks? Wait, I just want to
All humans have. Look, yeah, I'm against third trimester abortions. That's irrelevant. All humans have human DNA and human cells. It's unclear on what about that grants them value. What about that is valuable?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so, yeah, what makes them valuable is probably that they possess something only a human can possess, and this thing also comes from two biological adults themselves for it to even have that. So, for
Why
example,
do we care that only humans can possess that?
because we use things because humans are unique and we're the only creatures that have this specific order in our DNA. This fetus also possesses. Yeah, hold on, wait, let me finish. Why are you over talking? Just calm down. This fetus possesses. You are over talking. This fetus possesses 46.
I didn't say I wasn't. I said I am over talking. You just listing off biological facts about humans?
No, I'm showing that
anything.
these connect to the fetus and that this can prove that it's a human, but you're over talking me.
I know it's a human, you goober. I've already said it's a human.
No, I'm showing that
I'm-
it shares the moral status of a human, like the
why
premises that we
why
accept.
would their cells and their biology and the fact that their cells and their chromosomal structure and their DNA structure is unique to humans, why would that grant them value?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Yeah, because value in humans just
Get to it quick.
yeah, value in humans would just come from basically on what they like possess or what they or like what their nature would be. So like a fetus possesses something that is unique to a human. It shares a nature and it has parts that we use to value a
And
human.
by
So like, for
nature,
example,
you mean?
yeah, just like possessing some qualities of like a human, or like if it has something, then it automatically is human nature. That's only that you need essential, like it has essential properties that can make what it is. So like
Okay. Look,
like
okay,
cells.
it can be of the human species. Nobody's denying that. The question isn't is it human, right? The question is what is it that makes humans valuable?
Yeah, I answered that. Yeah, by their cells
You have
and
not.
their unique essential
Okay.
properties that make it what it is.
This just doesn't.
Yeah, by their
You have
cells and
not.
their unique essential properties that